This is Hoodies. Alright, let's just go in. Welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the Podcast. I'm the host, the God Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. You know what I mean? Let's put one in the air for Hoodies the Podcast. Word. Listen, man, before we go any further, let me just apologize for my amateurish editing in the last episode. I know I can do better than that. I will do better than that, and it won't happen again. Yeah, it won't happen again. So there's no moment of silences, no rest in pieces, although I'm sure someone has transitioned today. Just as I'm sure mad people were born today. So it's the circle of life. So I don't really have any to give out, but I'll just go ahead and say this. My condolences to anyone who's lost a loved one today, and congrats and happy birthday to those who were born. Or who's, people just having a birthday today. I mean, we're gonna start it off like that. We're gonna go ahead and put out some of that good energy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this thing. I think it's nothing to cover in the intro here. I can't think of anything. Nah, let's go ahead and start this thing, man. All right, let's do it. So listen, I had a little break. I'm still on one for my next client. I got a minute or two. And while I was out taking care of some business, I started taking a look around and noticing people. Right? Noticing people. You ever notice if you see a guy who's a little overweight? You ever notice that oftentimes his significant other tends to be a little overweight? That's some of the things I observed. So perhaps the both of them share a love for food. I also notice if you see like one dude who looks like he's active in the gym, his lady tends to look like she's pumping a little iron too. Doing some crunches, some squats or something. I've seen short men with a woman who's short too. Short, scrawny guys with a short, scrawny broad with them. Sometimes you'll see a brother with dreadlocks, and then the sister he's with, his woman, she's got dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody's saying locks these days, but I say what the Rastafarians say, and they say dreadlocks. The locks is something that us Black Americans coined. The earliest I heard it was probably like 2015 is when I started hearing locks. And they say, well, I don't call them dreadlocks because my locks ain't dreadful. Well, mine are dreadfully dope. Anyway, so I guess what came to mind was the old saying that we attract who we are. You know what I'm saying? Who you are, that's who you attract, right? And also to that, you attract who you are regardless of who you think you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take it a step further and say that our significant others are, this is heavy. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they are our messengers. What message are they carrying, right? But fuck it. Let's just say you're a big dude and, okay, you attract a woman who's big. She says your love of food, right? But say you get to know this woman and that woman gets to know you and you see that she's a little rough around the edges and she got some things about her, that's a bit unhealed, right? Some unhealed things from her past. And that's why I say that our significant other is our messenger. The unhealed part of your partner is a reflection of you. You've got unhealed things. That might be a stretch. You know what I'm saying? But to some people what I'm trying to say, to some people that may be a stretch. But think about this. When you're walking around in your trauma and you're wearing your trauma on your sleeve like a suit. You're wearing your drama. You're wearing your trauma. Okay, we all operate at like a frequency. There's a frequency that we operate at. That we operate in or at, whatever you want to call it. There's a frequency. Okay, so if you walk around with the frequency of, say, a low frequencies from hurt, from pain, maybe abandonment, could have been your mom's, your pops. They weren't there, or you feel as though they abandoned you, not necessarily physically, but sometimes emotionally. A person can abandon you. You carry that around. That comes with the frequency. If you have this, there's a frequency, and there's other people who are on that frequency. You ever seen walkie talkies, and there's a station, and you have to get on a particular station to be able to squad 51 when he back up. If you're not on the right frequency, the right channel, you won't attract certain people. Healed people can see a hurt motherfucker coming a mile away. I am of the belief. Somebody who's on their square, they positive and upbeat, they ain't really got no time for some negative motherfucker. That's why I'm of the belief that the person we end up with, the person we choose to be with, to spend some time with, let's just say the intention is to spend your life with them. It don't always work like that, but when people are in love, they swear up and down it's gonna last forever. Right? But you get to know these people and start to see that some of the things that they deal with, some of the things you also deal with. Maybe not exact. If your woman can say some things to trigger you, sure, why would your woman want to trigger you, right? I know a lot of men are looking at the camera right now like, nigga, she's a woman. Very, very true. Very, very true. But be clear. She's a messenger. And the message is, you still got some unhealed parts that you still need to deal with about you. Shaka Khan said it in that record. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny, but whoa, whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa, how sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? And vice versa. You attract who you are. Because someone on a high frequency won't even notice you. I'm not always high frequency. I'd like to think I spend a decent amount of time in that frequency. And when I'm operating in that frequency, I ain't got time. I don't even like being around niggas who be talking like all negative. And yo, anybody who knows me will tell you straight up. I'll stop and say, hey, yo. No, we ain't talking like that in here. This is a positive space. We ain't talking down. We ain't doing none of that. I'm going to need you to fix your wordage, brother, sister. We ain't doing that. I don't even want to be around negative people. I don't even want to be around it. Listen, even when I'm in a funk, I still don't want to be around no low vibrational, low frequency folk. Because I know I'm just going through some shit. Maybe they are too, but I ain't got time for that. And if you operate at a decent frequency, meaning a high frequency, you ain't got time for it either. You just ain't got time for a lot of, as my papa say, that foolishness. I ain't got time for all that foolishness. I ain't got time for that foolishness either. You know what I'm saying? So the next time, brothers, sisters, the next time you get tonight, tomorrow, within the hour, whatever, take a long, hard look at your relationship. Take a long, hard look at your significant other, your spouse, whatever. Take a long, hard look. Just look at them. Look at them physically, and then think about your interaction with them. What's it like? Good? Bad? The two of you are just bouncing. No, the two of you are just revealing to each other your the unhealed parts of you. Y'all are just showing the unhealed parts to yourselves. The parts of you that are unwilling to compromise. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it in the right words, but fix you. And I'm of the belief that'll create major changes in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a solid brother. I'm solid. If I'm your friend, I'm your fucking friend. That's why I don't have a whole lot. Right? Shit, if I'm being honest with you, little bro, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's why I call him little bro. He's my brother. Right? I already know if some shit pop off, I already know little bro got my back. And little bro already know I got his back. Because I attract what I am. So when you look at your significant other, if she's got weave out the ass, fake eyelashes, fake, let's just say that eye color is not hers, mad makeup, all those things. Take a look at you, brother. Take a look at yourself. Maybe you don't particularly like who you are. I'm of the belief that when a woman wears mad makeup, wig, weave, the colored contact lenses, looking like a totally different person from how she actually looks, that's what registers in my mind. This is a woman who doesn't love herself. This is a woman who don't like how she looks. She doesn't like her appearance. A lot of makeup and all that extra stuff it's almost like a form of escapism. You're trying to escape the reality of a woman who doesn't have clear skin or something like that. That's a reflection of you, brother. Maybe you don't like yourself. Maybe you a fake ass nigga and you've attracted a woman who's fake as fuck. Shallow, very surface. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying a woman with natural hair can't be shallow. She could just be natural because she can't afford a wig and to get her hair done. Possibly. And I'm not saying that a woman with natural hair is devoid of trauma and issues. But you already know that her accepting herself, that ain't one of them. When a woman walks around with natural hair and don't wear a whole lot of makeup, that's an outward expression of who she is on the inside. Not saying she ain't got no issues, but her self-image is not one of them. That ain't one of her issues. Right? But if you are someone who needs to work on seeking validation from other people, okay, it's funny how it works though, because you say that some would say you'll attract a woman with the same qualities. You'll attract a woman who also needs validation. Okay, now, but from my experience with women, I'm going to say that that's not necessarily the case. It could also be, along with that, it could also be she won't validate you. And she won't validate you because remember, your significant other is the messenger with a message that says, nigga, you don't need nobody to validate you. Validate yourself, nigga. Granted, that lesson or the message ain't being it's not being given to us in a way that we would like. But that is indeed the message. Communication is a big one. That's where most of my issues come from in my relationship. Communication, fam. Communication. Whew, man. And about that, I ain't arguing no more. I'm gonna have some words and some things to say, but I ain't about to argue. I ain't about to do none of that shit. You know, I'm well, I'm not always successful at it, but trying to get my words right. I am intentionally every fucking day, making sure that I check my emotions. Right? Because my messenger is constantly revealing to me that I need to check my fucking emotions. And so, I'm backing up. But, damn, you could have brought me something. Yeah, I could have. My bad. Dang. You could have. Damn, you could have. When it could be some of the stupidest shit. But I get the message. I hear what you're not saying. I hear what you're not saying. Listen, I'm also of the belief that that's how a woman gains trust. Sounds a little weird. That's how she learns to trust you. In the sense that, okay, so if you are a hothead, brothers, right? If you're a hothead and so easily triggered by your woman, it's hard for her to trust you because in her mind, if you can't handle me, little old me, or big me, depending on her size or whatever, or your personality even, if you can't handle me, how can I expect you to protect me from the world? Dig what I'm saying? How can you protect me from the world and you can't even handle me? I got you triggered. Nigga, you fuck around and get us all killed with your hot head, with your emotions. Your woman is your messenger. Brothers, I hear y'all out there. Somebody saying, nigga, that's a reach. Nigga, click. You reaching. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not. And I never said you had to agree. And also, when I say you attract who you are, regardless of who you think you are, yeah. You think you got it all together, you'll fuck around and choose a woman, you know what I'm saying, who will bring out the unhealed parts of you. Maybe the parts that you didn't even know was still there. I suppose that's a good thing, depending on how the message is given. It ain't always given in a pleasant way. We are who we attract. you know? And I'd like to think that I've attracted a woman with natural hair who's conscious about her weight and what she eats, just like I am. Someone who can improve on communication just like I need to. Somebody who's on some ride or die shit, just like I am. I don't talk as much, but it depends. I talk a lot on here. If you scroll down my whole shit, I've been podding for years. I've been doing plenty of talking. So, yeah, maybe it just depends on when and where I do my talking. Dig me? But I hope this helps. And it was something else I wanted to throw in there. And I know I said I was gonna come back to the big guy and the big woman. It's all interchangeable. You know, that brother's woman is his messenger as well. And who knows? Maybe the message could be, hey babe, let's do better health wise. You know, or hey babe, you ain't in this alone. I like to eat too. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Relationships will work. And I just, like I said, I was just paying attention to people and couples and walking like, wow, you know, eh, little dude, little woman, big dude, big woman. You know, it's muscular dude. Okay, a woman who looks fit. Dreadlocks. Oh man, you know, weave. You know what I'm saying? BBL. Then you see the dude decked out in jewelry and all name brand shit. See what I'm saying? Same frequency. We're all operating at the same frequency. What frequency are you operating at? You know what I'm saying? Hey, just some food for thought. Word. So before I get out of here, today is October 3rd. And today is also the 11-year anniversary of Skill, the brand or the business, right? Once again, man, happy to be here. I'm grateful to be here. Different location, same high standard. You know what I'm saying? From day one, you know, this brand, this business, and its mission statement has been held in high regard and has been fiercely protected. Top quality work, top-notch customer service. You know what I'm saying? Very detailed, family oriented. Atmosphere is on 1,000. I do this, man. And I'm just grateful. 11 years. 11 years of entrepreneurship. You know? I've been cutting hair longer than that. But once I branched out on my own from someone else's shop and had my own situation, my own brand, my own, you know, own brand. 11 good years, man. And I got no complaints. It's been a rough journey. It's been a lot of good, bad. And I ain't gonna front. I did think back at the incident at last location with the old landlord, and you know, when I watch it now, I'm not as triggered. You know, it would, even just to watch the footage, you know, I was a bit triggered because, you know, when I would watch it, I would be triggered because, you know, for a hot minute there, I felt like that Korean man took my, you know, he took something from me. You know, when in fact he didn't take anything. Watching that video, And now I'm no longer triggered by it. It's pretty cool. He didn't take anything from me. Brand's still here. And once again, who would have known that a downsize would have been a level up? Who would have known that, man? Who would have known? And just to think, I thought this was a downgrade. In terms of space, yes. But this was not a downgrade, it was an upgrade. But anyway, happy anniversary to the brand. Happy anniversary to Skill. You know what I'm saying? Now known as the Skill Suite. Word. I will not lose, man. I will not lose. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes, subs, shares, all that good stuff, man. Word. Thank you for listening too. And y'all stay up. Till next time, I'm the Nagar Rashidi. And this is Hoodies, man. Peace. Hey. This is Hoodies.